All right. Well, RJ's doing that. Welcome, everybody. You got Rick and RJ from Nature's Frequencies about to introduce the coolest new product that you can ever imagine. And RJ, you want to share your screen? Well, RJ's doing that. Welcome.
Yep. Let me just get this pulled up. Okay. Slideshow. Okay. Now. All right. Do you see Google?
I see Nature's Frequency. I see Google now.
Okay. Now let's go. Now do you see us?
I see it.
All right.
All right. Welcome, everybody. You have Rick and RJ from Nature's Frequencies. We're about to tell you about some new incredible product that we absolutely love and want to share with you. So, RJ, let's get going.
All
right. Get to this.
All right.
All right. This is our Saturday Zoom event. You go, RJ.
Okay, I was gonna say here's a little video short introduction about us. So you're gonna sit tight and watch this.
Good health is not something we can buy, but something we can improve. For decades, people have searched the answers to many questions regarding our health and improving it. Do you want to have the ability to live life to the fullest? Are you interested in sleeping better at night and having more energy during the day in a natural, healthy way? What if there was a revolutionary technology that could change your life? A technology that slows the aging process of fruits, vegetables, and breads, and also assists the body in offsetting the harmful effects of electromagnetic fields and more? We introduce Nature's Frequencies, an award-winning company that manufactures innovative health and wellness products under 6 U.S. patents, with natural health and wellness solutions that assists with balancing and harmonizing the body. But how do we do this? We combine knowledge from the East with technology from the West. As far back as 6000 BC, the Chinese have believed that the body has an optimal energy flow. When this is disrupted, it manifests negatively by stimulating specific points on the body. The body is encouraged to correct itself. We fast forward to the 19th century, a period of exciting scientific progress in the West. During this time, Nikola Tesla was a genius before his time. This Serbian-American inventor, engineer, and physicist confirmed the existence of scalar waves. Scalar waves are composed of pure zero-point energy. This gives them the ability to store data in a substrate. But something must be able to hold the data. Enter Dennis Gabor, who in 1971 won the Nobel Prize for his invention and development of the holographic method. Holography can be used to store information inside crystals, and this knowledge is combined today to help you have better health and life. When applied to the body, the unique energy field signatures of Nature's Frequencies products correct and harmonize your body's frequency to optimize your body's energy flow. When the body's energy flow is restored and harmonized, the health of the body is naturally realigned. All of this has been developed by a family company with big plans for the future. Visit our website, www.naturesfrequencies.com, to take care of your precious health with Nature's Frequencies. Inspired by Tesla, patented by us.
All right, Arj. That was a great introduction. And just so everyone knows, we've been doing this for almost 10 years now. I think we have to check the date. We've won 15 major industry awards, including the Gold Medal Edison Award. We have 6 U.S. patents. We've been on Fox Business News and USA Today and many other publications around the world. So we're making some pretty amazing products. And today we're going to release one that I absolutely love, and I use it every day. And you'll find out about it in a minute. Where are we going next? Tesla. We use Tesla technology every day. And Nikola Tesla was an incredibly intelligent person. And we incorporate his technology in every single product we manufacture. And our patented technology works in harmony with the body, and it's used at the right time, when you need it, when you want it, when your body wants it. And it's got probably the best delivery system possible, because you're not ingesting anything and you're receiving the benefits of many substances. So RJ, tell us where we're going. I'm excited, so I got to get to the product.
Hold the horses.
No, I don't want to. Our bodies every day are bombarded with everything, stressor that you can imagine. 5G is out there, whether you like it or not, wherever you are, and it's a stressor. And stressors don't come just in the form of your kids nagging you, or stressors from problems of life. Your body's hit with stressors, and some of our practitioners really put it the best way. Is your body sees like 5G as a light. So as it gets hit, your head, your brains are seeing lights in the middle of the night. So you can be stressed during the day, during the night. And again, it's not just physical and mental stress. It's stress from the environment. It can be stress from the water you're drinking. And, so these stressors make your body just not function the way it's supposed to. So when your body, the energy flow is drained, blocked, interrupted, your body doesn't work the right way. The product we have today is truly the solution to help many parts of your body. I'm dying to tell him what it is.
No,
anyways, you're killing me. One of the biggest things about our products, like, the earthing card, when you place it on your body functions better. I was on a call yesterday with Dr. Stan, and it was really simple. We talked about it. You're going to hear him later today, but we did a range of motion test, and he explained why your body functions better, and it works. Dr. Stan, my favorite line is, this is not a parlor trick. He goes, it's instant. When you turn with your body, with the earthing card in your hands, you will turn further. And he goes, take it away and you go back to normal. What happened? Your body got out of the relaxed state. It goes back into chronic stress. He goes, it's instant. And anybody can try this. You can always do a range of motion test. Stand up straight, hands straight pointed. Just twist your body. Then put your earthing card. Twist your body. You go 20% further. Why? And he explained it again to us yesterday. He goes, it's stress. Your body functions with the frequencies of the earth. The frequencies of the earth are harmonizing your body, and it's making it function better. So, it's pretty amazing, but it's instant. And anybody out there with an earthing card has to do it. It's a riot. So anyways, I want to get to this. Yes. This is our award-winning company owners, RJ and I. So are we good looking? Anyway, 61 and still good looking. And RJ, very young and still good looking. So RJ, I want to get to the product.
We're almost there.
This is a cool new product release. It would be nice if my son could spell release correctly. But
whoa, check that out. That doesn't happen often.
Anyways, it happens to the best of us, Arj. All right. It is used by world-class athletes, and it has been used by world-class athletes. We first invented this product in 2016.
Wait. That just made my day. That just totally made my day. I have to add that. That just made my day.
Whoa.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Kara. Anyone else?
Kara, how about that? Oh, I love that. RJ's been caught.
It's release.
Release. All right, RJ, flip this. And it's been used by practitioners around the globe without a doubt. And we've had this product, but it is totally handmade. It takes forever to make. And we've made it better throughout the years, like anything we do.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We have our energetic insoles. All right. this is what they are. It's manufactured under our patents. And just so you know, I use these, and I got to explain it. This is really funny. This is a padded Croc. Those are my insoles. These are the most comfortable shoes that you can possibly wear because of my insoles. I went in my closet, and everything I wear, all right, and when I say wear, I'm doing work at the house today. These are my work boots. What do I have inside it? My insoles. All right. I have old beat up shoes that I use to mow the lawn. What do I have in it? My insoles. These things are beat. But the common now, my nice, comfortable Margaritaville shoes that I wear on boats and everything are almost worn out. Like you can see it. Why are they worn out? Because I have my insoles on it. I have a whole bunch of brand new shoes that are like new Margaritaville ones, but I never put the insoles in them, so I don't wear them. I wear the insoles in everything that I really wear. I put the insoles. Okay, why do I do this? One, my body tells me I want these. RJ and I were going away someplace. He forgot his insoles, and he wanted to steal mine, and we had a fight. He's like, "Come on, we're doing a trade show. We're standing up." So he was lucky I had a spare pair, like in another pair of shoes, but they're amazing. And we've been wearing these, and we held off releasing them because it took us a while to manufacture these. These are all handmade. We place our special patches on acupressure points of the body. So by doing this, we are totally helping your entire body function, your liver, your lungs, your gallbladder. You know, you all saw reflexology of the feet. Remember, people would, but how many people actually do reflexology of the feet? You can press this plate, you know, it's really good for you because you're stimulating the organs. But how many people really do that? Well, the insoles have special placements that we use. And because of that, our results are huge. Now, we only sold, this goes back to 2016. We only sold these through doctors. They were $199 a pair, and they were only sold through doctors. So we did a survey through our doctors of their patients. The level of back pain before and after using the recovery insoles. All right, we call them recovery insoles because that's what they are, amazing recovery. Before, the level of back pain was at 2.83, after 1.33. That's cut more than half. So when you see that, yay, like that's huge. How can back pain be helped by something in your foot? I don't know, maybe we know something, but it definitely helped. Plantar fasciitis, this was huge. And before I even go any further, a lot of our people have talked to me about helping people. And you all know I love helping people. And I was on the phone just yesterday with Cynthia talking about it. And she was wondering what I was releasing. And I said, you know, how many times have you and I been on the phone trying to help somebody? And I said, you know what they really need? They need our insoles. So get me the shoe size. And I'd ship the person insoles. And then she hit me back, Rick, these people are ecstatic. It worked. So I got to tell you, these insoles are amazing. But let me go back to foot pain and plantar fasciitis. Before and after. Before, a 2.75. That's significant discomfort. Like after it, 0.83. That's barely noticeable. How important is that? That's huge. We're all getting older. Okay, plantar fasciitis is not comfortable. So if we can help it, again, these are practitioner survey, and with every pair of insoles, we had a survey included. And all they would do is email it back and fill in the form. It was really simple. Level of lower body, knee and hip pain before and after, 2 to a 1.16. That's really significant. Joint pain down 2.16 to 1.5. These are all happy things for the body. So, these are test results that came back from our practitioners, and we are very proud to share it with you. So what do we have next, Arj?
Here we go.
Oh, this is my most important thing, point blank. What is your overall wellness before and after? Nothing is more important than your overall wellness. How do you feel? All right. It went from a 2.5 to a 1.0. Basically, somewhere from some issues all day challenging, focus and concentration is an issue, to I feel good most of the day, and I can focus. Like, that's huge. If we can help your overall wellness, that's a 10 to me. So that's always, and I think everyone knows, my goal is to have everybody healthy and happy. We're not getting younger. Life is not a dress rehearsal. This is life. And, I think I'm getting younger, still 39 at heart. Overall feeling of mental alertness, your focus is an absolute difference. We get told that all the time. So again, the summary, the biggest one, a 70% decrease on plantar fasciitis and foot pain. So if you know anybody who has foot pain, they will love you. Give them these for Christmas, for Hanukkah, for New Year's, for their birthday. These are priceless. And these have taken a long time for us to stock up and make. So let's hear what our practitioners have to say. What do we have, Arj? We have Dr. Stan, probably one of the smartest people you can ever meet. He will not hypothesize about anything. He must prove, he must research, he must know. And he is, I think he's up to almost 40 years of medical practice. He's a board certified family practitioner, incredibly smart person that we all respect. So let's hear from Dr. Stan, Arj. Let's welcome Dr. Stan. Dr. Stan, tell us your thoughts about the insoles, and tell us what do you think about the insoles and what you felt.
Well, when I started using the insoles, I didn't really have any expectations. I exercise most days, so I went about my usual exercise experience, which is usually doing intervals jogging up a hill. And so jogging is a sort of a generous term. I probably move slower than a jog, but anyway, when I first started doing that hill a few years ago, that was before I had open heart surgery for a valve replacement. And after the valve replacement, my performance dropped significantly. I never really recovered back to where I had been before, but I was happy to be able to move, which was better than I had been just before the surgery. And when when I started to use the insoles that you had sent, I noticed that the time to recovery, since I'm doing intervals, that means that you're going to peak exercise and then you recover before you do the second or the next interval. So the time to recovery is something that I keep track of very carefully, just because I'm interested in that. And my time to recovery had increased probably 20 seconds from where it had been before my heart needed the surgery. And when I had the insoles put in, I remember that I was surprised that I recovered, so-called, to a place where I was breathing without having to breathe hard, at the same level that I'd been before my heart had started to decline from the valve issues that I had. I had a congenital valve defect, and it finally went bad. And when that happened, that's when I needed the surgery. Prior to that happening, I could function pretty well. And then after the surgery, that's when I didn't have the same recovery time. After the insoles, my recovery time went back to the same place it had been before I had any issues with my heart. So that was dramatic to me, because it's a pretty big difference in how long, when you're doing a 1 minute interval, 20 seconds is a pretty big chunk of time off of that minute. So it was remarkable to me. And it persisted. It wasn't like it was a one-time deal. I tried it in different weather conditions, and that recovery time stayed very constant. So that's what I experienced, and it was dramatic. And I remember calling you about it and talking about that, and you had described some other situations where the insoles had been used, but you hadn't really used them very much. You hadn't promoted them very much at that point.
I think you said you had a hill. There's a hill that you remembered a major difference.
Yeah, the hill, sprinting up the hill is my interval. And that was about the same. It didn't help me to sprint up the hill any faster. I was already doing pretty good with that, but how long it took me to catch my breath to recover for the next interval, that's what changed a lot. 20 seconds worth of change is quite a bit of change when you're doing intervals. And for somebody that's old and out of shape like me, that's a pretty big deal. It was definitely not a placebo because the placebo part could be where you've got some extra emotional energy running up the hill, but recovery is a completely different thing. After you've exhausted yourself and then you recover, when you're recovered, you can breathe again. You can't speed that process up just by thinking about it.
All right.
Art, you gotta love Dr. Stan. He always wants to know what would the placebo effect would be. With him, it would have been, look, I ran faster because I thought these were good. He's like, no placebo effect here. This is recovery. And my recovery, he goes, it went back. And we just talked to him yesterday for this. And he said, Rick, it went back to prior to my heart, issues, which is huge. And it's the same hill he's always ran up. And a 20-second recovery, he goes, that's phenomenal. And he goes, the only difference was the insoles. Now, one of the funny things he talked about is recovery. We used to call these recovery insoles. If you saw that survey from 2016, every page called it the recovery insoles because your recovery is phenomenal. And that's what Dr. Stan noticed. And he will not hypothesize. He must be factual. And we love that about Dr. Stan is no, this is not a placebo effect. I can breathe again in 20 seconds, and that's huge. So, this is, again, we're just proud of it, and we wanted to share it. So over the years, we've got some incredible letters and testimonials from our practitioners. This was from a practitioner that is no longer with us. He was a 50-year practitioner. And he said, after a few days, I was improving and I was not as tired or hurting as I had been. Overall, there's been a feeling of less tiredness, especially after a long day's work. And when coming home, not feeling the exhaustion that was the normal routine. Dr. Coy is on his feet. He was a chiropractor for over 50 years. He wrote a phenomenal book on health, and God rest his soul. He absolutely loved the insoles. And as soon as he got them, a couple of days, he called me up and said, I just don't feel tired. And he was getting up there in age, and he goes, it helped me keep working. And so we always appreciate hearing back from our practitioners and everybody. Dr. Paul in Mass, again, a lot of these doctors, like you've heard from Dr. Joe, he's on his feet all day. A lot of doctors are truly on their feet all day. And the insoles help with my feeling fatigued at the end of the day and have been a must wear ever since I put them in my shoes. That's how I feel. And everything that goes on my feet has my insoles on them, or I don't wear them. I can go downstairs in my closet. I think I have 5 new pair of Margaritaville boat shoes that are still brand new because I never took the time to put the insoles in them. And what do I wear? I wear my old beat up Margaritaville shoes because, and you can see it. They're even stretched at the side. Jolie yelled at me the other day, change your shoes. I'm like, no, I like these. Why? Because they have my insoles in them. So I gotta be more. Anyways, I should probably put the ones in the new ones. I was having a paresthesia and tingling almost all day. RJ, that's a pretty good word.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, creeping up my ankles and legs. Condition had been present for 2 months with no improvement. After a week of insoles, I am nearly pain-free. This came from Dr. Dan in Michigan. Please understand, we only sold through doctors for years. So we have a lot of doctors that absolutely love it. So this is really, this is one of my favorite stories. And again, this goes back Grand Canyon of 2015, carrying a 55-pound backpack. And this is a doctor, he's a veterinarian, of a history of plantar fasciitis, working as a vet, most controlled with good shoes and orthotics. Old aches and pains of being a competitive runner. He was a runner for 10 years. And at the time, he was 63 years old. Again, this goes back 8 years ago. So when doing full weight backpacking, generally experience RJ, our doctors have some good words.
Yeah, they do.
Exacerbations, okay, of all these conditions. On this past backpacking trip, I used the therapeutic insoles in my hiking boots. Of course, after 8 hours of hiking, there's always stiff muscles and your body knows you worked hard. But the insoles in my boots, I hiked pain-free all day. Most significantly, I did not sitting around the campfire or sleeping in a hammock overnight. I usually have a hard time in the morning after a long hike. I was nowhere near as stiff or sore in the next morning. That goes to recovery. All right. We're helping Dr. Tom's recovery. So this continued through the hiking trip. We had a difficult hike out of the canyon, wind, cold, and snow, but other than being cold, I finished the hike comfortably. Again, I did not experience the normal discomfort and stiffness after a 3-hour ride after the hike. Thank you. Excellent products. Again, this is not our first rodeo. We've made these. They are just very time consuming and challenging to manufacture. So we are very happy now to be able to share these with you. So what are some of our customers saying? Yeah. All right. A lot of these customers are actually the practitioners' customers. So what do we have, Arj?
First, we're going to hear from Scott.
Cool. Scott.
Good morning, folks.
Let's hear from Scott.
I've been with Nature's Frequency since about June of 2020, and the products are just amazing. But they recently are coming out with these new insoles, and the insoles for Nature's Frequency's insoles are fabulous. I've had a pair now for I'd say probably about a year is how long I've had my insoles. And they're in just about every pair of shoes that I got. This here's a brand new pair waiting for a new pair of shoes to come. But now let me tell you the story about these insoles and what they can do for you. Now, the Nature's Frequencies insoles, folks, I wasn't able to wear this $200 pair of Nike Air Vapor Max because you see how thick the rubber is on them. The rubber is so thick that when you would go to wear the shoes, you would go to walk and it would roll your ankle. It would literally twist your ankle. And they were just, I don't know what I was going to do with them. I guess I was going to put them on eBay and sell them. But because of the Nature's Frequencies insoles, I can wear my $200 pair of shoes and I can literally jump off the back of a pickup truck with the insoles inside my shoes, land on my feet and not worry about twisting my ankle. That is the difference that these insoles have made with my ankles and, with the shoes itself, just being in the shoes. And then another thing is I got my stepfather a pair and he was just loving them. He was walking 3.5 miles before he got the insoles. Since he's gotten his insoles, now he's walking 6-7 miles because he doesn't realize it because he has that much comfort now instead of discomfort from the insoles being in his shoes that he just enjoys walking more. So these insoles, folks, are where it's at. If you don't have a pair, you seriously need to get a pair or buy 3, 4, or 5 pair, depending on how many pairs of shoes you got. Now, you are able to take them out of each pair of shoe and swap them into another, but who's got time for all that? Just get extra pairs for your shoes. They're the best product ever in my book. One of the best of Nature's. that Nature's Frequencies has out, but of the many that they have, this is a top-notch product, folks. You definitely got to get yourself at least one pair and experience them for yourself. You won't regret it. Have a wonderful day.
All right. It was funny, Arj. He's got the right foot. On the right foot, there's a sticker, this side up, right foot only. And that's a brand new pair. These, just so everyone knows, these are not structural. Like it's the same thickness all the way through. We have in between the layers, we've got anywhere from 12 to 15 patches of our products. One of them happens to be Balance Plus. If you help someone's balance, you just heard it from Scott, the results. Like Scott jumps in and out of his pickup truck and rolls his ankle. That's not good. This didn't help the way he stood, but when you add Balance Plus to your body at the right place in the foot, your body tends to function better. And that's what he noticed. So that's really pretty cool. So when I heard that about, the balance, we may have Balance Plus in this, and we probably know where to put it. So it helped him balance. The energy level and recovery is just a given, but balance is a big thing. And it is funny. One of the other things he said that I had to laugh about is I really don't move them shoe to shoe. I leave them in the shoes that are there, and that's the way it is. Or else I would be using my new shoes. But I'm like him. I actually need to get more shipped to me, because if they're not in my shoes, I won't go shoe to shoe. You can do that. And don't get me wrong. You're welcome to move them shoe to shoe. In real world, I don't do it. And I only wear the shoes that have the insoles in them. So it was funny that he said that, Arj, because it's true. So anyways, this is an HVAC repairman. And in 2001, he was in a bad motorcycle accident, nearly lost his leg. And he does HVAC, plumbing, heating, gas fittings. So he's always on his feet. And for the past 15 years, the longest he could work was about 5 hours a day. And he was in constant pain. And this is a guy that came to fix my HVAC. We had a propane issue and he had to fix it. And I'm watching him hobble. And I go, "Are you okay?" He goes, "I'm in friggin' pain." And that's all he could say. I go, "What happened?" And I asked him. He goes, "Take a look." And he lifts up his jeans and his leg looks like a shark ate it. He goes, "Rick, I'm lucky to have a leg." So I looked at him and he's working. And I go, "Give me your shoes." I took my insoles right out of my shoes. He was my size. I took them out of my shoes and put them in his work boots that day. I literally took them out and put them in my shoes, in his shoes. And he goes, "This is what happened." Anyways, let me go back to his story. He could only work 3 to 4 days a week. And he said that was it. And about 5 years ago is when he came to my house. And so I gave him a pair of my insoles, and he goes, and he said this, he goes, "I'm feeling tingling." He goes, and then the first day the pain went from an 8 to a 3. He goes, "Rick, I live in pain." Then he hits me up and he goes, "I want another pair. These things are incredible. I actually work my first 8-hour day." He goes, then he started working 4 and 5 days a week, which he goes, and for 15 years, he was only working 3 to 4 days a week and when I met him, I had trouble getting him. If you can see, look in the picture on the right, it looks like a shark took his leg apart. And he used to ski. He can't ski anymore. He's trying to ski, but his leg was lucky. They reattached it. Let's put it that way. It was a bad motorcycle accident. And you can see behind his knee, it's messed up. It was like dangling. So he's lucky to walk and lucky to have it, is the way he said. But to make a long story short, those sneakers have our insoles in them. And called them up and said, hey, can you send me a picture? Because you have to see it. And if anybody knows me, I have taken my insoles out of my shoes, and he's my size. He's a 9'10". So I don't have a problem helping people. And he did appreciate it. And whenever I need help, I call him. He shows up. So anyways, Nate, I think Nate's on the call, but we gave Nate a pair of insoles for his daughter. He told me she was doing a 100-mile run. And she's really not a marathon runner, but she finished 4th in her class while using the insoles. That is phenomenal. He was incredibly thankful. And, he said he wouldn't have been able, I'm not sure she'd been able to finish without them. And Nate, it is, yes, she did. All right, Nate. Nate is on the call. And Nate, I love helping people. And when I hear a kid accomplishing something, this to me is phenomenal. So I am proud of her. RJ's proud of her, and I'm sure you are proud of her. So thank you, Nate, and we're happy to help. What else do we have, Arch? These are fun. I haven't seen these. And Linda, when I wear the insoles, I have almost no pain, tingling, and less numbness from the tarsal tunnel syndrome. Wow, these are more doctor people. This is definitely from a practitioner's patient. I've also noticed less in leg pain fatigue. Prior to using the insole and patches, I was in constant pain, numbness, tingling in my feet. My legs, low back, and hip were very achy. Now I have none of the symptoms in my legs, back, and hips. My feet have dramatically improved from the beginning. I believed in what works, and these works. We are happy to help people. This is Linda from Virginia. What do we have next, Arch?
And here we got Ray.
We have Ray. I've noticed significant improvement in overall circulation. The numbness in the feet has been reduced, and I feel an increase in overall energy. This is an older gentleman we met at a trade show. And again, he was my size. He was sitting down all the time. And I gave him a pair of my insoles out of a pair of my shoes. And then he could stand up for the trade show. And this happened to be at Dr. Janine's Life University. And I remember him, and he goes, there also appears to be less spasm that occurred in the calf. I can attest to the fact that over the past few weeks, I can walk at an increased pace and for longer distances. The insoles have definitely worked for me. One of the things I'm noticing are older people can feel the circulation increase. Yeah. You know what I mean? And as you get older, circulation to your feet, I guess, is a challenge. With me, it's not, baby, because I keep my insoles on. So anyways, Thomas M. from Wisconsin. Thomas, this is another great story. I've experienced very significant change in my back pain, making it possible to reduce my intake of narcotic meds by a minimum of 75%. I credit the insoles. By reducing and in some cases eliminating pain, I'm more able to focus on work and participate more fully in life. I have joined a fitness facility and now able to work on my cardiovascular conditioning. We met Thomas. He was the owner of the Industrial Athlete and wrote a book. Nicest people. He was also an elderly gentleman that did a lot of pain medication because of his back pain. So we are always happy to help people. Anyways, this is from Thomas in Wisconsin. Do we have any more?
Oh, we do. We do.
We do.
We got Laura G.
Laura G in Arizona. I do not wear these every day. I did give them the Disneyland test, and they did exceed my expectations. I'm recovering from a knee injury, surgery, and my knee still aches every day. My back also gives me issues on a regular basis. Wearing the insoles to Disneyland, I feel better than I would have normally. My knee did great. My back felt amazing. Just toward the end of the day, my feet finally started hurting after walking several miles. When pain is minimized, wellness and focus are naturally improved. I do feel like the insoles help in this matter. My 16-year-old son also wore the insoles, and he felt like it helped his feet and energy throughout the day. We hear this all the time, point blank. Give it the Disney World test. If you ever go to Disney, you're walking 6 to 7 miles a day. So we passed the Disneyland test, and there's no doubt about that the insoles help. Again, these babies, these are not a structural insole, okay? They are about 1/4 of an inch flat. And, a lot of the insoles that you buy are structural. These are meant to hold our patches where they need. On my shoes, like on one of my pair of tennis shoes, I can't fit my insoles because the tongue is attached to the top and it pushes my feet up too high. So I put patches all over the insoles of my tennis shoes. And I've been doing that. And it's a good tennis shoe, but it won't fit my insoles. But keeping the patches there is a challenge. These keep the patches where they're supposed to be, and they keep the right patches. And I can get to the big toe with our insoles, and the big toe is incredibly important. So Kevin M. in Michigan. Before the insoles, my feet would ache so badly after being on them for 3 or 4 hours, I'd have to sit down. With these insoles, I can go 8 hours before feeling uncomfortable, but it isn't nearly as uncomfortable as without them. I'm a big guy, size 14, and I'm impressed. Big people love us. All right. That I know because we make a lot of size 13 and 14s, and these people really enjoy them. So, and we get called, can I please get the insoles? Oh, RJ, we have a promotion. Tell RJ, now it's your turn. I told everybody why they want them. And you know what, Arj? Treat yourself. You want more than one pair. Take it from me. You're welcome to move them. It doesn't happen. I like to tell you, I move my insoles. I give my insoles away. I give my earthing card away. But if it goes in my insoles, it really stays in that pair because that's just the way life is. And I wind up taking the ones that have the insoles. So tell us what the promo is, Arch.
All right. So the weekend promotion, we have anybody who spends $500 or more gets a free pair of the insoles. And that's valid through this weekend only. And Dad's right about that. I mean, I won't wear shoes without the insoles. Like, I just won't do it. And I've been doing that for years now. It's just part of my daily routine. It's part of the routine, So,
Arj, hold on. Arj, yeah. When we're at trade shows,
yes,
we stand up 8 to 10 hours. Everybody else has to sit down. We're always busy.
I'm not allowed to sit at a trade show. If I sit, no. I get hits. I get hit like a...
Oh, no joke. RJ and I stand up the entire time. Our booth is always busy. So, and I'm like, no, don't stand. Don't sit. So it's pretty funny. Somebody's asking if we can slip them on sandals. You can cut, if you got the little toe piece, you can cut around it and place it on your sandal. If you do place it on a sandal, I would use double stick tape on the bottom. So it can go anywhere. They're not structural. They're very thin. I wind up wearing my Crocs and my boat shoes because I never did it on my sandals. And I have sandals for the beach, but I usually wind up wearing on the beach my Margaritaville shoes or my Crocs with my insoles in them because it just feels better. But yes, you can wear them in sandals, but you have to use double stick tape to make them stick to the sandal, or else they're just going to flop around. I'm sorry, Arch. Now it's your turn.
Okay, here we go. So now we're back to, we got a new inflation buster. And what is in the inflation buster? You get a pair of the insoles and a pack of the Renew patches, and that's $149. So you're saving there. You get a bonus pack. You're saving about $90 there. But the big thing is, once you're selecting it, you got to make sure you select the shoes, your size before you order them, just to make life easier for all of us. So if we could do that, that would be great. And that is that.
Jay, if somebody orders $500, we will contact them, or they can email office at Nature's Frequency and tell us your shoe size that you would like.
Correct.
Agreed?
Correct.
And so tell your friends, if you order 3 pair, all right, that puts you over, or if you spend $500 and you order like 3 pair of 7/8s, we're going to ship you automatically a 7/8. Agreed?
Yeah, but like we said, we'll
Or
contact
we can call.
Yeah, we'll contact you, or we also would like if you try to contact us, and by both of us trying, we'll connect the dots.
We'll get you the right pair.
Hey, RJ, can you go back to that last slide?
Nope.
Please?
Go
Nope.
back, RJ.
Please.
Nope. So to get started, you have two
Oh my
options.
gosh.
You have 2 options. You can start as a brand partner, or you can start as a customer. And from here, let's go to shareable media. You can go to media downloads or at nfmediahub.com. And our YouTube channel where we're streaming live right now is naturesfrequencies.yt.com.
Well, hey, RJ, go back a couple to the sizes. I need to explain a couple things. And somebody asked, what if you get the wrong size? Here's the deal. One, you can always, with us, you can always send it back, but our insoles tell you, and we will tell you, always cut the heel. All right. Do not cut the toe. All of the insoles that people make for other products and stuff, they tell you to cut the toe. No. Our placement is from the big toe back. So our placements are more important at the top down. We don't want you to cut the toe. We really like that toe. I actually use, okay, go back to the sizes. Why are you flipping on me, RJ?
Oh, okay.
All right. I need to explain this. I'm a 9.5 shoe. All right. I actually take a men's 7/8 and it fits perfect. These are made large. All right. So, I'm like a small 9.5, which is perfect. But when I call my office, they ship me men's 7/8. I don't have to cut them. I can put them right in a shoe. If you're a woman's 9 or a woman's 8.5, you can either use a woman's 7/8 and not cut them and just slip them right in, or you can get a woman's 9/10 and trim the bottom. All right. So again, to trim it, you just go around and take a little bit of the circle and just do a little at a time. Put it in one shoe. All right. And then try it on. If it works, take the one that you've cut, put it on top of the other one and cut the other one. This way you did it right. As far as kid sizes, the men's 4 is tiny. That's a woman's 5'6". So you can always take it and do the same thing, is cut the heel. Someone had asked about kid sizes. But a woman's size 5'6" is very small.
Oh, also, I got one. Also,
you got one.
Yeah, I got one. They run a hair on the large side. So I'm a size 11, but I wear a size 9-10 insoles. So just keep that in mind. They run a schmeckle on the large side. So
RJ, I could have sworn I just said that.
Oh, I wasn't listening. My bad.
Again, he's right. He's an 11. He wears a 9-10. I'm a 9.5. And I take a 7/8, and they've always fit perfect. And I don't have to trim them at all. And probably because Rick has the patience of a flea, and I just stick honestly, that's what I do. And that's probably why I'm the same guy that won't go shoe to shoe. It's just the way it is. And you can, if you find it slipping, just take some double stick tape and put it in the bottom of your shoe. They usually don't slip, but if they do, we've had people tell us all I did was stick double stick tape to the bottom, boom, and life is good. So again, these are amazing. What it does, your body wants them. Once you start wearing the shoes, you're going to find that you gravitate to the shoe that has them in it. And I can't explain it, but it's just the way it is. And if we can help harmonize your body, And even if we help your liver, your lungs, your gallbladder, just a little bit, isn't that a good thing? So, your acupressure points are on your feet. And this is definitely in your feet. So we're very proud to share these. And RJ, where's the inflation buster on the site? They can't find it. You hiding this?
It's because I'm using it on my screens right now. After this, I gotta flip them. I gotta flip some switches.
Oh, RJ.
Gotta flip
All right.
some switches.
Doug, sorry, Doug. RJ's got to flip the switch right after it. It'll
As
be
soon
there.
as we're done, I will flip
All right.
all the switches.
This is also this inflation buster. This is a Rick special. Everybody in the planet needs Renew. Just so you know, everybody in the planet needs an earthing card, but you really Renew. It is so good for anybody. Help the clock. All right. Renew is amazing. The rejuvenation part of Renew is fabulous. So we included Renew as a bonus because it's just a fabulous thing. So anyways, that's an incredible special. Hopefully RJ gets it upright so people can get it. All right. Are we good? RJ, it's $149 or $145?
It's 149. I'm on fire with the typos today, so that's supposed to be a 9, not a 5.
RJ, you are on fire.
Yep.
Can we fix that?
Yeah.
Typo King. Thank you, Sunita.
I'm just getting chucked under the bus today.
All right. Well, everybody, let's have some fun. Where are we going next?
I think it's time to give away something, huh?
I am giving away a pair of insoles. It's really simple. Oh, you gotta kill the YouTube. You kill the YouTube feed, Arj.
All right.
The chat is open, number 1 to 100.